How are you finding Dublin, Jose?
Como é que você está sentindo aqui em Dublin?
Então, primeiramente com frio, né? Mas estou me sentindo bem tranquilo, bem à vontade.
A little bit cold and chilly, but I'm comfortable.
What kind of atmosphere and reception are you expecting from the fans?
Qual a atmosfera e recepção que você está esperando dos fãs?
Cara, primeiramente quando eu cheguei lá no aeroporto foi ótimo. A recepção foi muito boa. Tirei várias fotos com os fãs, então pra mim eu não vejo problema nenhum. Lógico, eu acho que tem uma torcida local, mas acho que tudo tem um respeito.
When I got here, the reception was pretty cool. Took some pictures with the fans, signed some autographs. But I'm in his city, so it's expected to be on his side. But it was a pretty cool reception.
See, just over the last week, this is probably the most media exposure you've ever done in your UFC career. Have you learned anything about yourself and about Conor, more importantly, over the last 8-9 days?
As últimas semanas foi a mais média que você fez em toda a sua carreira. Você aprendeu alguma coisa mais do Conor, de toda a sua carreira em geral, de você?
Acho que minha carreira, sim, a gente sempre tem um aprendizado novo. Viver isso tudo que a gente passou ao longo desses dias aí. Sempre a gente procura tomar lição de certas coisas que vai acontecendo.
We're always learning, so I always learn new stuff, and it's always a new experience. So everything is natural to me. I always adapt, and it's okay.
What was, I have to ask, what was your initial thought when Conor touched your neck?
A primeira reação assim que ele encostou em você.
Primeiramente eu não sabia nem que tinha me tocado. Acho que como ele me tocou eu não esperava. Tava de costa. Mas não passou de um toque. Acho que a reação era virar para ver o que estava acontecendo. Não foi uma agressão, não foi nada. Foi apenas um toque normal.
First of all, it wasn't like an aggression touch or anything. He just touched me, but I didn't even know. My back was turned. He just came. He like grabbed me just lightly. My reaction was to pretty much turn around and see what was happening, but it was no big deal.
You've mentioned that Conor brings a lot of attention to the division and that he sells the fights well. Do you think he oversteps the mark?
Ele fala muita coisa e traz atenção para a divisão. Você acha que ele passa da linha?
Se ele passa...
Se ele passa da...
Não, ele fala da divisão.
Que ele fala muito da divisão e você acha que ele passa do limite?
Acho que isso depende do ponto de vista de cada um. Acho que pra mim, eu não vejo problema nenhum ele falar. Eu vou continuar sendo campeão, eu sou o campeão, então eu não ligo pro que os outros falam. Eu ligo pra mim, eu sei que eu sou o campeão, eu que mando na categoria.
I think that depends pretty much on everybody's point of view. I don't really mind, I don't care. I know that I'm the champion, I know that I'm going to continue being the champion. So to me it doesn't really matter, I don't care.
And with your background, strong background in soccer from his childhood, and with Conor's leg injury, is that something he's going to look to expose Conor's bad weak leg from when he came back from surgery?
Você vindo de um background de futebol, com a perna dele meio machucada, é uma coisa que você vai focar nela e atacar?
Não, nem penso nisso, se ele tá machucado ou não. Primeiramente, não sei de nada, eu acho que eu vou treinar bastante, eu vou estar muito bem treinado e vou treinar minhas habilidades para chegar lá e vencer a luta.
I don't really think about that too much. I just focus on being well prepared and well trained and going there and doing my fight.
Jose, is this the most upset you've ever been before a fight?
É o mais chato que você tá antes de uma luta, assim, meio coisa contra o oponente?
Acho que chato sempre vai ser chato você sair de casa e passar um tempo longe fazendo mídia, mas eu acho que isso é meu trabalho. A gente tinha que fazer isso, eu acho que foi bastante importante para a luta, né? Então, para mim, tem um lado chato, mas eu sempre procuro ver as coisas do lado bom.
Jose?
First of all, it's just a little bit exhausting doing all this, but I know it's part of the job and it's part of what we have to do, so I don't really pay attention to anything else. I just do what I have to do.
You saw Chad Mendes, he sort of got under your skin in the promotion before that fight, and I think it was in the Maracana. He did a press day. You know, what sort of fight do you expect? You know, you stood in the pocket a lot in that fight and you exchanged with him because he got under your skin. Or, you know, is that going to be the same against Conor?
Quando você lutou com o Chad, ele entrou muito na sua cabeça, falando muito. Aí quando você foi lutar com ele, você lutou muito na distância, muito perto. Aí isso acontecendo com o Conor, você acha que vai acontecer mais ou menos a mesma coisa?
Acho que não, cada luta é uma luta. Contra o Chad era uma revanche. Ele já me conhecia, eu já conhecia ele e a gente procurou mudar. Quando vai ser uma nova luta, vai ser uma coisa nova, eu acho que são duas coisas diferentes.
I don't think so. That was a rematch, so I just went into that fight prepared and with the game plan for that fight. I think this is a totally different fight, and I'm just gonna come in and worry about this fight. And that was then. This is now.
Jose, before the next fight, will you stay in Brazil right up until the fight, or will you go to Las Vegas early like Conor? Will you spend a lot of time in Brazil, then go to Las Vegas, or how will you do it?
Você vai ficar no Brasil o tempo todo? Ou você vai? Eles estão falando que ele vai 8 semanas antes da luta para Las Vegas. Você vai ficar no Brasil ou vai passar um tempo em Las Vegas? Antes
Não, então, geralmente eu não passo tempo onde que eu vou lutar, né? Geralmente só vou na semana da luta mesmo. É uma coisa que sempre eu vou, quando marca a minha luta, é para Holanda, eu vou treinar com o Andy, que é campeão do K1. Mas assim que eu voltar agora, eu já vou esquematizar tudo, ver se eu organizo para mim passar um mês em treinar na Holanda.
Usually when I fight somewhere, I just train in Brazil, and I only go to the fight the week of the fight. But I might schedule to go to Holland to train with Andy Sauer for a little bit, but maybe for a few weeks. Then I'll be back in Brazil, and that's pretty much where I'm going to do all my training.
Jose, Conor has quite an elaborate style, a unique style. Is there any special preparation you've made for his specific style in the lead up to this fight?
What is it?
He has a very unique style of fighting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
McGregor.
Ele tem jeito muito único de lutar. Você está preparando pro jeito dele, que talvez é um jeito que você não viu antes, alguma coisa?
Não, lá na academia a gente tem muitos caras, muitos sparring, que fazem jogo de qualquer pessoa hoje no mundo. Então, sim, ele tem o estilo dele, mas a gente sempre acha pessoas que façam isso.
I don't think so. I know he has his unique style, but we have a lot of people at the gym that have many styles, and I don't think it's something that I've never seen before, but I'm gonna go in there well prepared.
Jose, sorry. Is he glad that he's had this time with Conor now to see exactly how he pushes things psychologically, as opposed to encountering it for the first time the week of the fight and maybe the risk of emotionally being compromised then that close to such an important fight?
Você acha legal, tipo, essa coisa que tá acontecendo tudo e ficar meio perto dele pra ter mais ou menos pra sentir ele um pouquinho e ver como é que ele é?
Sim, eu acho que foi ótimo, a gente, principalmente eu, que eu não conhecia, então aproximar, passar esse tempo junto, a gente vê a reação, os hábitos e tudo, a gente procura estudá-lo porque a gente sabe que é um cara que futuramente a gente vai enfrentar.
Yeah, I think it's great. All the lead up to this fight and being close to him and seeing how he reacts, how he talks, everything about him, so we can be prepared for the future. But I think it's a good thing.
And Conor sees himself already. He predicts and envisions himself as the champion. He said it for us since he signed for the UFC. How's Jose? Jose, how do you predict that the fight is going to go?
Ele, desde o começo da carreira dele com o UFC, ele já prevê que ele já é o campeão. Como você vê isso?
Normal, acho que qualquer atleta hoje em dia que sonha em ser um lutador sempre vai sonhar nisso, mas para mim eu não vejo problema nenhum. Eu sei que eu sou o campeão, foi assim que eu sonhei desde o início e é assim que eu vou continuar sendo.
Yeah, I think that's normal. Every athlete, that's how they should think, like they're the next champion, but it's normal and I'm the champion. That's what I've been working through my whole life and I'm just going to keep it that way.
Do you think there's any chance that Jose and Conor could have a good relationship after the fight, be friendly, or has he just said too many things that have upset him?
Ele falou tanta coisa sobre você, ou você acha que depois da luta pode ter um clima mais tranquilo?
Acho que depois da luta, acho que tudo volta a ser como era. Cada um vai seguir suas vidas, lógico que ele tem a vida dele, eu tenho a minha, eu acho que amigo isso nunca vai ser, pelo fato de tudo que aconteceu, lógico, mas eu não vejo problema nenhum. Eu vou voltar para casa, vou ficar vivendo minha vida normal.
I think after the fight, he'll go his way, I'll go my way. I don't think we'll ever be friends, but you know, it's part of what we do. I'm just gonna keep being the champion. He'll do his thing, I'll do my thing. No animosity, nothing.
Conor, we've seen a few years ago, maybe around 10, 15,000 Ricky Hatton fans go to Las Vegas. That's probably the largest ever fan contingent from Europe to go to an event in Vegas. What are you expecting from the Irish fans?
I'm expecting it to be insane. They were saying to me, one of the Brazilian reporters was saying the chants are, there's only one Conor McGregor, you know that chant? And then their chant is, ooh, vamos here, you will die. And they're saying, what do you think it's going to be like when the two chants meet in the arena? And I'm saying, the Brazilians won't even be heard. So,
Do you have a message for your fans travelling over to see you?
yeah, I'm grateful to the people. Like, think of the times we are in. You know, make no mistake about it, I have respect for any man that steps inside the octagon at any level. Whether it's at the top game or in a small hall, I have respect. But this is business, and when you're in the way of business has no friends, you know what I mean? So,
Conor, you've spoken about representing Irish MMA, but do you think this is the biggest fight in the history of European MMA?
this is the biggest fight in the history of MMA, in the sport. It's the biggest fight in the featherweight division. It's the biggest fight for my country. It's a big fight. It's a big fight.
Just in Rio, we saw you comfortable around the villain. You know, the crowd representation towards you. But tonight you're here on Boston. Is there either role that you find suits you better, or that you enjoy more?
I'm not playing a role. Every crowd has a different energy. Every place has a different energy. So I just feed off of the energy, and whatever the energy I take, it is what it is. So I'm not playing any role. I was having fun in Brazil. They were mocking me. They were saying they were going to kill me. So I put my feet on the table and told them I own their city, and they were going to do nothing about it. I just rolled with it. So I just feed off the energy, and whatever that energy is, it is.
Not just for yourself, but for the sport of MMA in general. What do you think the RT documentary has done for MMA and yourself?
I think it's given people an insight as to what this game is. A lot of people don't know what it takes, what goes on backstage. Even a lot of the American journalists and stuff would not have seen the type of footage that you have seen already. That type of backstage access, that's never been seen before in the history of the sport. So I think it done good for the sport. I think parents can watch it. Parents can see what it actually takes, what the game is about, and then the kids can watch it alongside them. And then you have kids who are dreaming of following the path with their parents backing. That's a strong combination for success right there. Your parents backing these kids to follow the martial arts dream. So that's why I honestly truly believe that the next generation will be something special.
You've spoken as well about the amount of money people are paying to go to Vegas, and this time how bad it is. And we seen online people only pay three-figure sums to go to the event tonight, even though it was free tickets. Why do you think you yourself have cut on so much with the Irish club? Do you think you're relatable to everyone, or why do you think you're so popular?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I'm just being me. It's madness that there's people charging for this event right here today. That's madness. That is the free fucking ticket, man.
No, but I think I'm saying that people are willing to pay it. I'm not sure if people are selling, but people are.
Yeah,
willing
I don't know. It's unbelievable. I'm blown away by it. Literally, I'm absolutely blown away by it.
Conor, coming back from the ACL injury, do you think with Jose's background in soccer and so forth that he's going to look to expose that knee with the kicks?
You're Irish, mate, yeah? It's called football over here.
Football, sorry.
This is mixed martial arts. This isn't football. You know what I mean? You can kick a ball. That doesn't play into a fight. So I can also play football. So I don't pay attention to that.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Conor, your coach John Kavanagh said there's two things fighters encounter when they encounter you. The first is when they come face to face and they see that crazy, and I quote, nut look in your eye, and they know, oh shit, this isn't joking, this guy's real. Any chance taking off the glass and seeing that crazy nut look in your eye? No. It's been a long tour, I know you're knackered.
Yeah, you want to see my eyes or what?
There we go. John said
I don't know, they think it's a joke. I find that they think it's a joke. But when they're face to face, it's time to fight. It's no joke no more.
John said the second thing they encounter is the first time that first punch lands. When do you think that's going to be, July 11th?
It will happen. I will hit him. He already knows it's no joke no more. I always hear him saying it's a sell. It's a sell a fight. I'm not trying to sell nothing. I'm trying to kill him, and that's it. This is the way it is. It's not a joke. It's not an act. I'm here to take what's mine.
Good luck in July.
Thank you. When you meet people, they set you on the right path, and John set me on the right path. And Tom, we used to always discuss that. We used to always talk about the dream, me and Tom. We used to always visualise being at this stage. So without those conversations, I don't think I would have had those thoughts. So. But who knows? I can't think of any other way because that's just the way it's been.
Thanks, man. Conor, a video went viral during the week of you calmly explaining the difference between the UK and Ireland and Dana White. Is that something that you have to deal with a lot when you're doing press in other countries?
Sometimes, but he was only messing with me. He said it backstage. I was only winding up, but it wasn't the time to wind me up. You know what I mean? When I'm on stage with Jose, but I'm sure he's gonna eat a lot of abuse today over it. So
I asked him when I was over there, what was his first thought when you grabbed his neck, and he said, I don't even think I thought it was Conor that grabbed my neck. Whereas the reaction, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew. But like he said to me over there, he said, I didn't even know. I just looked around to see who was behind me.
Conor, you have loads of Irish fighters later on the press conference. Are you proud to be like kind of leading the way for more SPG and Irish fighters in the UFC?
Of course I am. You know what I mean? To give people an opportunity to come onto the stage and to make money and to make a living out of this. That's something nobody can take away from me. I paved the way for this. So I take great pride in this. And when it's all said and done, and when I walk away from the game, and I watch these young kids coming up that no one's even heard of at the minute, that are climbing the ladder, I can sit back and watch with a smile now that I played some part in that. But for me, Jose was in the co-main event. Do you know what I mean? He was defending his belt in the co-main event. Now we have people who are in the top 10 of the featherweights who are getting their own main event slot on their own card. So they should just be happy that they have their main event slot.
Do you think fellas like that should maybe take a little bit of a leaf out of your book instead of complaining about your progress and maybe follow
I
your
find it
example?
funny the way people people talk about the way I do, the way I handle my situation, and then go out and do the same thing. Go out and try and mimic it. I think people just need to be themselves. You can't be anybody but yourself. Go out, be yourself, win fights, win them impressively. Everything else takes care of itself. You don't need to put on an act. You don't need to be anyone but yourself. Win impressively, be who you are, and let the good times roll.
Sorry, Conor, do you think maybe winning the UFC title would help MMA become as mainstream as soccer and GA in this country?
I think it already is. I think it is. I think the amount of kids, the amount of gyms, the amount of people involved in martial arts in this country has skyrocketed. So it's just going to keep growing. Of course, it will probably. I mean, it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So GAA and those games are football and hurley. Those games have been around since way back. So, but so is fighting as well. You know what I mean? We've been fighting way back as well. So I think it will.
Conor, can I just ask you, with the success of Notorious, congratulations, by the way, amazing show. Just wanted to say, I know when Love Hate finished, everyone was looking for something to watch on a Monday night, and now they're all addicted to watching Notorious. Is there any chance of seeing more episodes going forward?
Yeah, what's happening is right now we are. Thank you for them. I'm proud of that one. I mean, I put a lot of work into that.
Proud of you.
I didn't just have the cameras follow me. The name, I wasn't executive producer. That wasn't for nothing. I put in a lot of work on that. I had full creative control on that project. Every episode that came through, we went through rigorously. You know what I mean? I put a lot of work into that. So I'm proud that to show people something that they've not seen before, to give people a deeper look on the sport, and maybe change their opinion on the sport. But right now, what's happening is we have worked a deal with Fox. The series will go out on Fox Sports. We were also in talks with Globo, which is the big TV station in Brazil, BT Sport in the UK. We are also heading to the Cannes Film Festival, or one of them festivals, and they're gonna sell that to major networks around the globe. So it's been a highly successful project for me. As far as the next one, what we're going to do now is we're in talks. I want to make a film. I want to wrap it up with a feature film, all through the camp, all in the world title fight, the post fight, and then have that maybe a 2.5 hour film, have it on TV stations here free to air, and then have it cinemas all over the world.
Finish up
I
with
feel
your belt.
exactly finish the story. You know what I mean? This I can always look back long after I'm gone. That story will still be told. That's something. Again, there's another thing I'm extremely proud of. So, and even the people that have come up with me, like the severe MMA people that have been coming to the local shows way before everyone else, and to see them coming up and they're getting their shot, and I'm proud that people are coming up with me. It's good times. But like I feel what your passion can do. Your passion opens up avenues that you can take, and it's important to go down that avenue at 100 miles an hour. Take full advantage of every avenue that opens, and that was an avenue that has opened for me. The fight game is my passion. Competing is my passion. The documentary, the TV series, that was an avenue that opened up, and I capitalised fully, and I'm reaping the benefits from it. So, I am proud of that.
This time 2 years ago, Conor, it was a couple of days away from your debut against Marcus Brim, which was this weekend.
2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah. It doesn't seem like that long ago.
Madness. Yeah. Absolute madness. I have to pinch myself, honestly. Every day I wake up, I pinch myself. Like, 2 years. That's no time at all to see what's at the happening. To see how the country's at the jumping on board. I'm grateful every single day in my life.
People forget as well there was a 9-10 month gap in between where you were injured. Do you think this fight would have happened by now if you hadn't picked up the injury?
Yeah, I think so. But it's hard to kind of look at that. This is the way it's shaped, and everything was a blessing in disguise. That injury was a blessing in disguise. That injury showed me what true preparation is. Showed me, I learned so much more about the human body. That stood to me. So when I came back better than everybody. So it all worked. My coach always says it's the perfect storm. You need that. It's just a combination of things that just come together and create the perfect storm. And everything that has happened, it has all been perfect, and it's all leading into this moment.
Conor, about 3 years ago, I went to a local show, Man of War, and you were rolling with, it was the first time I ever shooting an event, you were rolling with, I think it was Tommy Martin at the time, and he went down and won by side, I think it was, he choked the guy out with his shoulder, apologies.
Shoulder pressure, yeah.
Yes.
Shoulder of justice, my coach calls that. It's not. You feel like you're safe. You cup the lat, turn the body, and the chin turns like that. And you're cutting off the blood supply here. It's like it's a quick one. You don't really feel like you're in danger, and then next thing you're asleep. And Tommy Martin's actually really, really good at it. If you're not tight with your frame, he'll put you to sleep.
You were very vocal about. You were very vocal with him about that. You were do this and do that. Are you always coaching them to try and push to the top level where you are, like the likes of Tommy Martin coming through our team, and then I could be pronouncing the guy's name wrong, but Fabio.
Yeah, Franz maybe. I don't know.
Fabio. Yeah.
Anyone that's
like they're all starting to make a name.
There's
now.
no ego in the gym. There's no ego in the gym. Out here on the stage, you must be cocky, you must be confident, you must have that arrogance that nobody can touch you, no one's going to do nothing to you. In the gym, we have a sign at the gym. When you walk into the gym, it said, no egos beyond this point. So you walk past that point, you leave your ego at the door. So anyone in the gym, we're all teaching each other. Everyone is looking to learn. That's what martial arts is about. It's about growing together. So anyone that's in the gym, we look to help each other. We look to grow together. So I am definitely vocal, and I definitely look to encourage my teammates, of course.
Conor, would you say that you're the most confident Irish sports person of all time?
I don't know. I think there's been many confident sports people. I feel for our small nation, we've dominated many areas of sport. So I think we are all confident in our own way. So
one more. What are you going to say to Aldo later on?
I don't know. I'll see what happens. People will ask the questions. We sit down, they ask us questions, and that's it. We'll see what happens. I'll feed off the energy.